Hello, welcome to tonight's class. So we will be looking at Windows function tonight. So like I said, probably this is the last topic we are going to do in SQL. So what is Windows function? In SQL, a window function is a special type of function that performs a calculation across a set of rows that are related to the current row without collapsing them into a single output row. Unlike group by, think of it as aggregate like calculations, but you will still keep every row. So I think I have this table now. Yeah, I've created a table like this to use. So let's check out our table. So this is a table I want to use for this. So I think let me run this first. Let's look at something. So in writing Windows function, you say select the column's name, employee ID, first name, last name, department, salary. Windows function, we have roll number, we have rank, and we have dense rank, and so on. So now this is just like we trying to put like roll number, rank in the same block code, in the same question. So roll number over into bracket partition by department ID, order by salary descending as row number, alias row number. So you call this column so rank, average salary over. So if I run this, look at it. We are trying to say partition by department ID. It's just like saying group by department ID. You know how group by works. Window function is more flexible than group by. That is why you will need it more than group by. So now it's trying to say department ID. Okay,
So I hope you are recording.
I'm doing that. Let me run this. If you look at department ID, we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. So it can go on and on. We have some department ID like 1, we have like 2, we have those that have department ID of 3, and so on. So if I'm using this, what is happening here is at first it will first group as department ID the 1. Row number is just, this is the first row, 1, 2, 3, 4. We now move to 2. We have row number again to start from 1, 2, 3. We now move to department ID 3. So you're just trying to group them by department ID. Like we have randomly, we have department, like let's just say we have like 20 people or 20 people. You are now giving them you 1, you 2, you 3, you 1. Just you have 1, 2, 3 to give numbers to give to, let's say 20 people. You might say, okay, 5 people will take 1, another 5 will take 2, another 5 will take 3. Let's say you have like 4, another 5 will take 4, 4, 4. So when you are using Windows function, you are trying to look at the first 5 people that you gave 1. So now what row number do is just to give them 1, 2, 3, 4. So the rank is similar. but we are getting to where you will know. You can, if you look at this order by salary, so you look at where you understand how the right and the wrong works better. You can see this average, just like grouping them by average salary, average department salary. So if you look at this, for 1 2 3 4, the average salary. So let's look at them one by one. So I have this table that I want to use. I use this table. We will start with row number. What it does, row number. This function gives a unique sequential number to each row. Unlike rank, it does not care about ties. Even if two employees have the same salary, they get different numbers. Over tells SQL how to calculate the row numbers. You know, at first you will write the row number over, then partition by department ID. This divides the table into groups based on department. So each department will start counting rows from 1 again, like I was trying to explain. Order by salary descending. This tells SQL to order the rows within each department by salary from highest to lowest before assigning the row number. AS row number, this is just like, this is just a name of the new column that will hold the row numbers. You know what alias is. So that is just it. So let's look at the code. Select employee ID, department ID. So we are making use of row number over partition by department ID, order by salary descending, alias row number from employees win2. So this is my table name. So let me run this. If you look at this, you will see department 1 1, you give 1 2 3, 2 2, it will give 1 2. So explanation, department 1, department 1 employees are ordered by salary descending 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. I'm coming. I want to check something. Okay. So I added the salary so that we can see this very clearly. So salary starting from 6,000, 5,000, 4,500. So for those that have the department ID of 1, let's go back to the table. Let's look at something. You can see those that have department ID 1 is earning 5,000, 1 6,000, 1 4,500. Those that have department ID 2, 1 5,500, 7,000. So what this is telling us is that it's showing them this way. You can see for this one, so you just order them from the highest to the lowest, 1 2 3. So this is just how this works. So now let's look at rank. Step, key components, partition by department ID, groups roles by department. Ranking starts from 1 in each department, ordered by salary descending. Ranks employee from highest to lowest as. So this is the name of the new column showing the rank. So if I run this, so now look at rank. Department rank is showing 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. I don't really coming. I think this table is not giving me what I'm looking for. The table is not giving me what I want. I wanted a situation whereby the same employee will have the same salary. There's something I wanted you guys to look at from there. I think my explanation is pointing towards that table, but that is not the table I've used. It can't be this one. Let me check this one. This table. It can't be this one. So I think tomorrow I will create the table for that. For this table, you can say department 1, employees 2 and 5 have the same salary, so they both get rank 1. The next employee gets rank 3, not 2 because of the tithes. Department 2. So that is what this table is not showing that. Why is it giving me this? So this table is not showing the explanation that I'm looking for. So I think I will create a new table for that. So I'm trying to create a table for that explanation. Okay, so let's look at this. So this is a row number. It's like something is missing. Oh, so let me drop the table. I didn't spell it the way I wanted it. All right. So this is a table, a perfect table for this explanation. You can look at 5,000, 5,000, 4,000 for department ID 1. It's getting 1, 2, 3, 2, 7,000. So I've already explained it. So let's proceed to rank. I will just change this to 3 because I've changed it to perfect. So now look at rank. The employee, these two people are earning 5,000, 5,000. It's showing 1, 1. The next person is earning 4,000. This 5,000, 5,000 means that there is a tie. So instead of saying 1, 2, 3 like row number, rank is still ranking them 1, 1. Please take this very, very important. Windows function is so important in SQL. You will need it in a real world situation. In a real world situation. As we go deep, I will explain maybe tomorrow how you kind of need it in a real world settings. Look at now, 5,000, 5,000 is ranking them as 1. Instead of this person now 4,000, it's now giving this guy 3 instead of 2. This one there's no tie, so 1, 2. But what did row number do? Even with the tie, row number still round them 1, 2, 3. Even if we have a tie here, but rank when there is a tie, we will round them 1, 1. If the tie is okay, let's say the first person is earning 6,000, second person 5,000, third person 5,000, it will just say 1, 2, 2. So that is how rank works. So explanation. Now we have dense rank. Step 1. What dense rank does? Dense rank assign a rank number to rows within a partition. If multiple rows have the same value, they get the same rank. Different from rank, it does not skip numbers after ties. Look at what this one is going to do. See, 1, 1. What did rank did? Rank skip to 3 instead of 2, but this one will still maintain the 2. Even if we have 2, 2, 2, it will skip. It will still start from 3. Why? Rank will skip. You know, rank was showing 1, 1, then 3, but dense is not like that. So that is a perfect table. So the difference between row rank is function row, handle ties note. So function row, handle ties no. Rank, what did they say? Rank is yes, it handles ties. Dense rank, it handles ties. Row number, every row gets a unique number. While in rank, same rank for ties, next rank is skip. Same rank for ties, no rank skip. So that's where I will be stopping tonight. Row number, rank, and dense rank. You can see how they work. Tomorrow we will. So I think this is a one. Row number. Even if it doesn't handle ties, it has no business with ties. You just say 1, 2, 3. It's looking at the department ID. For department ID 1, it's just giving them their row number. 2 is so. But for rank, what did rank do? 5,000, 5,000. Rank is giving them 1, 1. Now this person, now instead of 2, it skipped to 3. It's trying to say 1, 2, 3. You see how it works? 1, 2, 3. Can I? Let me check something.
Sir, check that line of code. The second to the last supposed to be comma. After the bracket, the second to the last after the bracket, after the closing of
I've
the
seen it.
bracket.
I've seen it. Ah, made a mistake. Okay. Okay. So I try to adjust the table to further explain rank. What did rank do? I added another employee with the same salary of 50,000. Before it was just two. So one, two, three, four. Even if it's trying to rank them one, 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 it's trying to count his own one, two, three. The next number should be four. So it will just start with four. Even if we have five people earning the same salary, showing the same 50, we will still give them one, 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 one till that five. The next one now will be six. So let's go to dense rank. How does the dense rank works now that we have this table? You can see 111 it still start with 2. Then row number will just give them their unique number. 1, 2, 3, 4. You see how row number works. I believe with this you should be able to understand how rank, row number, dense number works. Should be able to understand this. Very, very important that you grab this concept because you will need it. You will need it. So that's what I told you guys. See what just happened here. That's why I told you guys about the way of me teaching you how to insert data into tables. Do you know I was looking at all these things as semicolon, not knowing that I didn't use that method. After that thing happens to someone, so it's better you use that safe method if you are in a interview settings, because you might have to go and adjust a table and you forgot. it was when good they now said it, I just figured that out. I like, so that thing happens a lot, because what was in my mind was just to copy this last one, adjust and run it run it, like not knowing that another advantage of that method I taught you is that what was in my mind, I not even look at this. What was in my mind was to copy the last one and copy and paste, like I did, copy one and paste, then adjust the values, then just do like this and run back. That was in my mind, and can only work when you have just that particular one insert into tables, like just have like that for all of them, like I taught you. That is how that can work. I just wanted to impute the last values, but I forgot. This one is just like using a single line for everything. So, but I forgot. And this one now, if you are using this method, when you are done putting the last one, you have to highlight everything and run. And by so doing, it is something that everything now, you notice that the first time I tried to check my table, it was long. I duplicated it. Just like now, if I run this back, if I check my table, you can see this. It's just like trying to duplicate like all of them. So in a case that you will need to adjust data in that table, just add another line, another row, another record. So you need the other method of inserting table we use. You just want to add a new row. You don't want to, so you need that method. So it's the best method. It's very, very good. So any question? So you can see how row number works, how rank works, and how dense rank works. So you can figure out from the examples I've done. But if there is no tie, you can see there was the one I did, the first table I did, there was no tie. Let me come back. I think that was it 2? Yeah, I think it was this table. So there's no tie. You can see 1 2 3 1. It just behaving as row number because there's no tie. If you come to this guy again, okay, thank God I'm even having multiple tables to further explain myself. So you can see now everything is behaving as a row number. Even if you check row number, I think this is row number. So because there is no tie, both the row number, rank, and dense number are behaving the same, giving them unique row number because there is no tie. But when there is a tie, so the other table I really love the fact that maybe God knows why I didn't just create this particular table from the start, because now using the 2 tables, I'm able to really explain things better. So if I run this, which there is a tie, you can see how this guy is working. It's still working fine. When we come to rank will now work is in a different way. Okay, I didn't change it, so let me change it to the table R3. So rank will now work in a different way. You can see how rank now works. If I come to dense rank, you can see how they work. So if there is no tie, they work like row number. But if there is a tie, they now display what they are made of. So I believe with this, I'm able to explain row number, rank, dense rank better. So is there any question? Tomorrow we will now go deeper looking at other things, the using of aggregate functions, and so on. So in the absence of question, I'll stop the recording.